Good morning, girls. Today I'm going to do the lesson number 16. Okay, same chapter it is, chapter number 5, in which we have already done ratio and we have done proportion, um, inverse proportion, also direct proportion we have done, and other topics also we have done. Now, this is another topic which is known as inheritance, or word tarka is also used for it. Okay. um, Now, I'm going to explain you already know what it is, inheritance, um, but I'll explain it to you and then we'll do some questions also. Inheritance is actually the property which is divided among the kins and relatives, and a person who leaves behind after the death. Okay, so the property is distributed among the family members. Okay, how to divide it, that we are going to do in this topic. Okay, so let me write the definition what it is actually. So it is the property which someone means man or woman leaves behind after the death. Okay, so this is known as the inheritance, or the word tarka is also used in the questions. Okay, so after the death, how to divide the property. Okay, so now, you divide this property among, tarka is divided among kins and uh, relatives. Okay, right. Another thing which you have to remember when you this property is divided, this has to be checked that if any loan is due, any debt is the person has to pay, so that amount should be paid before distributing the tarka. Okay, before dividing the tarka. So any kind of loan, okay, debt or dower of the wife. Okay, if it is due, should be paid. Okay, should be paid before dividing the tarka. Okay, so if there is any kind of loan or debt, you can say, or doers, a dower amount. Okay, um, dower dower amount of wife is the amount husband has to pay when they are getting married. um, so what they do, they give something to the wife, that is known as dower amount. Okay, so that amount husband has to pay. So if it is not paid, then you have to pay that amount also before dividing the property. Okay. Now let me give you the examples, okay, from your book. So these points you have to see that you have to divide this among kins and relatives. Whatever the ratio is given, according to that ratio you are going to divide. But before dividing it, you will pay all the dues, okay. Whatever the dues are, the dues has to be paid, and then remaining property is to be divided, okay. So let me do the example now how to solve it, okay. This is important topic. This comes in the descriptive part, okay. Long question comes. So this is very important topic, okay. Now example I have taken from your book, okay. Example number 1, it is in your book. Now question is given. Let me read the question, okay, then we will solve this question. Now the question is, a person on his death left a property of 14,400 rupees. Now this is the total amount, okay. Total tarka is 14,400 rupees. Now which was distributed among his wife, mother and father, okay. So divide it among wife, father, mother, a son and a daughter, okay. All these are the kins or relatives you have to divide, okay. Widow got 1 upon 8. Now widow means wife of that person is widow. Mother will get 1 upon 6 and father will get also 1 upon 6 of the property, okay. So first you will divide this amount among widow, mother, father, okay. Then the remaining property, okay. Now afterwards remaining property was distributed among his son and daughter, okay. First you will divide it among widow, mother and father. Then see what is the remaining property. You will subtract, you will get the remaining property. Remaining property you will divide among son and daughter, and the ratio is given 2:1, okay. So now you have to find each one's share. Now one by one we are going to solve, okay. Okay, let me start with the total amount, okay. Now the total amount here is rupees 14,400, okay. This is the total amount. So 14,400. So we will write total tarka. So total tarka equals to rupees 14,400, okay. First step is to write the total amount, total tarka, okay. After writing total amount, total tarka, now you will divide the amount one by one. There is no loan given in the question, no debt, no dowers amount, okay. So we will directly distribute the amount. Now first one is widow. Widow got 1 by 8, okay. So we will start with the widow, widow's share, okay. Widow's share. Now widow's share is 1 upon 8 of the property. So 1 upon 8 multiplied by total amount 14,400. You will calculate this, okay. So 14,400 divided by 8, you will get rupees 1,800. So this much amount will go to the widow, okay. This is widow's share. Now next one is mother's share. Okay, now I'm going to write mother's share. Okay. Mother's share. Now what is mother's share? It is given that mother is 1 by 6. So 1 upon 6 multiplied by total property 14,400. So again divided by 6, 14,400 divided by 6, you'll get rupees 2,400. Okay, this is mother's share. Now third one is father's share. Father is also 1 by 6. Father's share. Okay, same way you will find. So father is also 1 by 6. Okay, so 1 by 6 multiplied by total tarka. So divided by 6, 14,400 divided by 6 is rupees 2,400. This is father's share. Okay, now we have found all three shares. Widow is a share, then mother's share and father's share, okay, of the property. Now next part is the remaining property was distributed among son and daughter. Now we will find the remaining property. Okay, so we will subtract all these amounts from all this amount from the total property. Okay. Okay, now we will find the remaining amount. Remaining amount. Now remaining amount is 14,400 minus all these. Okay, 1,800 minus 2,400 minus 2,400. Okay, all these you have to subtract. Now with calculator you can find. So the remaining amount is rupees 7,800. Now this remaining property you have to divide among son and daughter. Okay, son is to daughter. Now ratio is given in the question. So the ratio between son and daughter is 2 is to 1. Now we have done in proportional questions what you do when the ratio is given. You find the sum of ratios. Sum of ratio, you'll add them. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, now we will divide this. Son's share, son's share means son is 2 divided by total sum is 3. Okay, 2 divided by sum of ratio multiplied by this remaining amount. Okay, so whenever ratio is given between son and daughter, find the sum of the ratio. Then son's share means son's ratio divided by total ratio. 2 divided by 3 into remaining amount. With calculator you can calculate 2 multiplied by 7,800 divided by 3. You will get rupees 5,200. So this is son's share. Okay, same way you can find daughter's share. Daughter's share same way. Okay, daughter's share. So daughter is 1 divided by 3. So 1 divided by 3 into remaining amount. So with calculator you will solve 7,800 divided by 3 is rupees 2,600. This is the answer. Okay, simple question. It is not difficult, but simply you have to solve all these. First you will find the shares which are given in the question directly. Widow's share 1 upon 8 into total amount, then mother's share is 1 upon 6 into total amount, father's share is 1 upon 6 into total amount. Then in the question it is the remaining property was distributed among his son and his daughter. Find the remaining property. Remaining property means total amount minus all three shares. Okay, so after finding remaining property, you will write son and daughter's share. Son is 2, daughter's share, it is 2:1 in the question. Find the sum of the ratio, then find 1 by 1. Son's share is 2 upon 3. 2 divided by sum of ratio into remaining amount. Then daughter is 1 divided by 3 into remaining amount. So you will get the answer. This comes in the descriptive part, so if you'll practice it, you can easily do it. Okay, so these questions are not difficult, you can easily do these questions. Okay, now from book I am taking the examples, so let me do the next example from your book. Okay, now first I'll do the third example. Okay, because third example is same as this first example. Okay, so let me solve example number 3 first. It's on page 110. Okay, I'll do the third example and then I'll do the second example. Okay, okay, let's solve it same way you are going to do. Okay, let me read the question. Question is, after paying a debt of 3,000 rupees, now in this question the debt is given. Okay, so this amount you have to pay it before dividing the property. So debt of rupees 3,000 out of a tarka of 15,000 rupees. Tarka is 15,000 rupees total amount. Okay, the remaining amount is to be distributed. So first you will pay this debt. So 3,000 you have to subtract from 15,000. Okay, then the remaining amount is to be distributed among widow, 4 daughters and 2 sons. So that widow gets 1 upon 8 of the property. So first you'll find widow's share. Okay, first subtract the debt, then find widow's share, and out of the remaining property every son gets twice that of daughter. So twice means son's share is double than daughter's share. Okay, so this you will find it afterwards from the remaining property. Okay, so let's write what is the total tarka. Okay, total tarka is rupees 15,000. Okay, it is in the question that the total amount of the property is rupees 15,000. Okay, now in the question it is mentioned that the debt of 3,000 rupees. So we will write here debt is rupees 3,000. Okay, now you will find the remaining amount. Okay, so the remaining amount you will subtract the debt. Okay, remaining amount equals to total amount 15,000 minus debt. So the remaining amount is rupees 12,000. Okay, Now this remaining amount you have to distribute among widow first. Okay, so first we will find the widow's share. Okay, let's find the widow's share. Okay, let's solve it. Now the widow's share. Okay, widow's share. Now widow's share, it is written that widow get 1 upon 8. Widow's share is 1 upon 8. So 1 upon 8 multiplied by this remaining amount 12,000. So you can use calculator. So 12,000 divided by 8, you will get rupees 1500. Now this is widow's share. So this is the answer. Okay, widow will get rupees 1500. Now in the question it is mentioned that the remaining property you have to distribute among son and daughter. So first we'll find the remaining property, then we will distribute among the son and the daughter. So the remaining property, okay, remaining you can say tarka. Okay, tarka, because what tarka is used, so remaining tarka. Okay, this is tarka. Remaining tarka is 12,000 minus widow's share 1500. So the remaining amount is rupees 10,500. You can use simple calculator. Okay, simple calculator is allowed. Now this remaining tarka you have to distribute among the son and the daughter. It is mentioned in the question. So again you will write the ratio of son is to daughter. Son is to daughter. Now in the question it is mentioned that there are 2 sons, 4 daughters. Okay, in the question it is mentioned that there are 4 daughters and 2 sons. Okay, so we write here 2 sons and 4 daughters. Now in the question it is mentioned son gets twice that of daughter. So son's share is double. So we will multiply it by 2. Why? Because son's share it is written it is twice than the daughter's share. So it means that it is now 4 is to 4. Okay, first you'll multiply. Now find the sum of ratios. Sum of ratios like we did in the previous example. Sum of ratios, now 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, now one by one you are going to find son's share. You are going to find. Okay, let's find son's share. Son's share. Now son's share is, son is 4 divided by sum of ratio. 4 divided by sum of ratio multiplied by remaining amount 10,500. Okay, use calculator. 4 multiplied by 10,500 divided by 8. Okay, so you will get rupees 5250. Okay, this amount you will get. Now you have to find each son's share. Okay, because there are 2 sons, so this amount you have to divide amongst 2 sons. So you will find each son's share. Okay, each son's share. So there are two sons. So each son's share is 5250 divided by 2. There are two sons, so divide this amount between two sons. So with calculator you can divide. You will get rupees 2625. So each son's share is 2625. Okay, so this is the answer. Same way you can find daughter's share. Okay, daughter's share. So daughter is also 4 divided by sum of ratio. 4 divided by 8 multiplied by remaining amount 10500. So with calculator you'll calculate. You'll get rupees 5250. 4 multiplied by 10500 divided by 8, you'll get this answer. Now there are 4 daughters. Okay, in the question it is mentioned that there are 4 daughters, so you will distribute this amount between 4 daughters. So divide this amount by 4. Okay, so we will write each daughter's share. Each daughter's share. So each daughter's share is 5250 divided by 4. There are 4 daughters, so divided by 4. With calculator you can divide. So you will get amount rupees 1312.50. So this is the next answer. Okay, just read the question carefully and solve it step by step. Okay. Okay, now this first and third example, both you have to do it same way. Okay, debt is given, subtract the debt from the tarka, then widow's share you will find, then again find the remaining tarka and divide among son and the daughter. Son's share is double, so son multiplied by 2. Okay, there were 2 sons, so 2 multiplied by 2. Then sum of ratios, and after finding sum of ratios you will find son's share and daughter's share. Okay, son is 4 divided by sum multiplied by remaining amount. Same way daughter's share is 4 divided by 8 multiplied by remaining amount. Okay, so it's not difficult, easy question it is, but go step by step. Okay, if you'll do it step by step you can easily do these questions. Okay, now first and third example I have done it. Okay, in both questions it was mentioned that remaining amount will go to the son and daughter. Okay, now if suppose in the question it is not mentioned that remaining will go to the son and daughter, okay, how to do that type of question? So second type of question, when it is not mentioned that remaining will go to the son and daughter. Okay. Now there is another example, example number 2 in your exercise book. Okay, it's on page 109. Okay, now the example is Miss Razia Begum died leaving behind her property of 8025 rupees. Okay, total tarka is 8025 rupees. Now which was distributed among her heirs? Okay, now who are the persons? The husband, the mother and the 2 daughters. Now it is mentioned that husband got 1/4, mother 1/6 and the daughters 2/3 of the property. Find the share of each one when 225 rupees were spent on burial. Okay, now this money is spent on burial, so first we will subtract this amount. Okay, find the remaining amount, then remaining amount you will distribute among the husband mother and daughters. Now there is no remaining property which is distributed among daughters, directly husband, mother and daughters. Okay, so this is a little different question. Okay, starting part is same, total tarka. Okay, total tarka. So it is rupees 8,025. This is the total amount. Okay, total tarka. Now on burial amount is spent. Okay, so amount spent on the burial is rupees 225. Okay, this amount is spent, so we will subtract and find the remaining amount. Let's find the remaining amount. So always find remaining amount if there is any debt, any loan, any due. So remaining amount is 8,025 minus 225. Okay, so the remaining amount is rupees 7,800. Now this amount have to distribute among husband, mother and daughters. Okay, so between all of them you are going to divide. So what we are going to do, we will find the ratio. Okay, there is no remaining amount that goes to the son and daughters. Okay, if it is written remaining amount goes, then you will solve husband and mother first. Okay, but here remaining amount is not written. Okay, so we will find the ratio. So this is the second type of question. When remaining amount is not written in the question, then you will find the ratio of husband, mother and daughters. Okay, so we will find the ratio between husband, mother and the daughter. Okay, now husband's share is 1/4 is 2. Mother's share in the question, it is 1/6, and daughter's share is 2/3, 2 divided by 3. Okay, when remaining amount is not written, you will solve it like this. All you will write and find the ratio. Now when fraction is given, we have done proportional division. When fraction is given, we find the LCM of 4, 6 and 3. Let's find the LCM of 4, 6 and 3. Find the LCM. 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6 and 3. Then 2 into 1, 3 and 3. Then divided by 3, 1s are 1s are 1s are. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So LCM is 12. Okay. So when fraction is given, you find the LCM. Okay, so LCM is 12. You all know how to find the LCM. Okay, so LCM is 12. So we will multiply each ratio by 12. Okay, so I'll write it here so that you will remember it, what we have done in this step. Multiply each ratio by 12. Okay, and what 12 is actually, that is LCM of 4, 6 and 3. Okay, so we'll multiply each ratio by 12. So 1 upon 4 multiplied by 12 is to 1 upon 6 multiplied by 12 is to 2 upon 3 multiplied by 12. Okay, so multiply each ratio by 12. Now multiply, this is now 4 ones are 4 threes are, so 3 ones are 3, 3 is 2, 6 ones are 6 twos are, so 2 ones are 2, and this one 3 ones are 3 fours are, 4 into 2 is 8. So we have changed this fraction. Okay, find the LCM, multiply each ratio by the LCM, so you will get 3 is to 2 is to 8. Next step is to find the sum of ratios. Now remaining part is same way you'll do like you have done in example 1 and 2. Sum of ratios, sum of ratios equals to 3 plus 2 plus 8 is 13. Okay, sum of ratio is 13. So how you are going to solve it? Okay, you will solve this. First is husband's share, this is mother's share, and third is daughter's share. So 3 divided by 13 into remaining amount, then 2 divided by 13 into remaining amount, 8 divided by 13 into remaining amount. Okay, so one by one you are going to find. Let's start with husband's share. Okay, let's find the husband's share. Okay, husband's share method is same. Okay, 3 divided by 13, this 3 divided by 13 into remaining amount 7,800 equals to, now 3 into 7800 divided by 13, with calculator you'll solve, you'll get the first answer rupees 1800. First answer. Now the second one, after husband is, you can see mother, it is mother's share 2 upon 13. So mother's share is 2 upon 13 multiplied by remaining amount. With calculator you will solve 2 multiplied by 7800 divided by 13. Okay, so you will get rupees 1200. Okay, with calculator you can solve. This is the second answer. Okay, now third is whose share it is? Daughter's share. Okay, daughter's share. Let's find daughter's share. Daughter's share. Daughter is 8 divided by 13 into remaining amount. 8 divided by 13 into remaining amount. So 8 multiplied by 7800 divided by 13, you will get rupees 4800. Now this is not the answer. Why? Because it is mentioned in the question. As you can see, it is written that there are 2 daughters. 2 daughters means you will divide this amount between 2 daughters. Okay, so this amount divided by 2, So each daughter's share. Each daughter's share. Each daughter's share is this amount. There are two daughters, so divided by 2. So with calculator you will divide. You will get answer rupees 2400. Okay. So this is the answer. I hope you have understood all these examples. Okay. Uh, these are not difficult examples. Just do it step by step. Read the question carefully. It is compulsory to read the question carefully. If you are not going to read it, you won't be able to understand it. Okay, so read it very carefully and then solve it. Exercise 5.7, if you want to solve it, you can try that exercise. Otherwise in the next lesson I'm going to solve the exercise. A few questions I am going to do in the next lesson, exercise 5.7. Okay, please complete all your work. These examples you have to complete. Okay, this is the last topic of the chapter 5. Okay, so it is almost complete, chapter number 5. So please complete all the question, all the exercises. Okay, so in the next lesson I'll do the exercise 5.7. You just do these examples. Okay, and please practice them. Okay, girls, take care. Bye.